Hi, I'm Irma Francis, and welcome to Spiritual Clarity. I just wanted to take a few minutes to talk about how I define spiritual clarity and innate wisdom, and why I decided to create this video blog to share with everybody through my website. I consider spiritual clarity and innate wisdom to be two vital spiritual values that I know in my life have made all the difference. Spiritual clarity is really a sense of clearness and a sense of purity. It's tapping into this what I really think is a natural ability in us that gets conditioned out of us, and that natural ability is the ability to see with our spiritual eyes as well as we can see with our physical eyes, and through that spiritual sight, we kind of just naturally know what's real, what's authentic, kind of what's meant for us, and what path to follow, because it's we're divinely led through that spiritual clarity, through that spiritual sight. And unfortunately, a lot of times it really gets conditioned out of us because we're conditioned to kind of rely on something outside of ourselves to guide us, a person, a teacher, an expert. And I certainly don't want to present myself in that light at all. I'm kind of here just as a mirror to reflect back to others that I'm working with, to reflect back that truth of spiritual clarity and innate wisdom that exists in all of us. We may have lost contact with it. We may have developed a kind of spiritual amnesia, but it's certainly not lost, never to return. So that's kind of my job, and the service, part of the service that I give to my clients. So that's spiritual clarity, and innate wisdom is an innate, meaning it's something that we're born with. Um, Wisdom is, of course, exactly what it sounds like, but that innate wisdom is connected to our higher self, and again, that may have been conditioned out of us to trust that, to trust that innate wisdom, to listen to it. And sometimes, in order to listen to it, we have to get pretty quiet. And however you're able to do that in your lives, if you feel like you have lost that connection to your spiritual clarity and your innate wisdom, you can try things like, of course, meditation. And in our Western world now, we're most of us are aware of what meditation is. You can try that if that works for you. You can also try going for a walk in nature. Whatever it takes for you to quiet your mind. Come the busy mind has we've come to describe it as the monkey mind, because it's racing. It's always going, and that monkey mind isn't isn't our thoughts, isn't the mind that's going to connect us or reconnect us to our spiritual clarity and innate wisdom. It's getting quiet and tapping into the clear sight and the deep wisdom that's behind that monkey mind. So whatever you need to do to quiet that monkey mind, and that's just a word, that's just a phrase that we have come to define a mind that's really become anxious and can't rest. And so, if you can do these things to reconnect or connect with your spiritual clarity and innate wisdom, you're going to find it opens up and creates all kinds of peace for you. You'll be able to sleep better if you're not sleeping well. There's just so many benefits from reconnecting to spiritual clarity and innate wisdom, and of course that comes from what I would call the soul. And so when we reconnect to that spiritual clarity and innate wisdom, we're reconnecting or connecting for maybe the first time in our awareness to our own soul. And my goodness, if we aren't living a life based on the truth of our own soul, whose life are we living? So I just wanted to take a few minutes to make this short video to go with the little bit that I wrote up about spiritual clarity and innate wisdom. So until next time, from all the love in my heart to all the love in yours, peace.